Welcome back everyone. I'm Jewel and we're going to do a tutorial today on exporting with files from another map and importing them into the map you're working on or the edit you're working on. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Today we're going to do a house. So I'm going to put it approximately here just for the test. It's going to go somewhere else when I actually start working on the map, but this is to show you how to do it. So what we're going to do is go to browser, in this case Foxfire, and I've typed in www.farming-simulator.com, and you can click on mods once this pulls up, and then you would come down and pick the one that you're going to be searching for. If you're doing FS19, you need to click this button, and if you're doing FS22, you need to click FS22. So, and in this case I'm doing 19, so we're under the 19 section, and I'm going to go ahead and click on prefab in this case, because I want to look for a building here that's already a prefab ready for a map. So, but if you're not looking for that and you're looking for something specific over here, that's why you would click the FS19 or the 22. So we're going to go under the prefab, and this is for the 19 side, and then I'm going to write house and then hit enter, and we're going to look through the list and see what house. We're just going to pick one random one for the map. So let's see, let's do this one. It's kind of nice. I may already have it, but I'm going to go ahead and download it to show you. So click on more info once, and this is going to pull up, and you roll down and you'll see the house. You can look through the pictures, so it looks pretty good. Looks like a whole little kit there. Oh wow, yeah. I think I already have it. Looks like they might have a different color one. Okay. So it looks like a place to load your stuff in the silo, and then of course put it back in the trailer. That might be a hay part. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at it. But let's go ahead and download it. So you're going to click once on download, and then this is going to pop up, and in my case I'm going to have it go ahead and stay on the save file and click OK. Now if you look at the top right hand corner of this little circle, you can see it's downloading it. So you'll see it fill all the way in with blue, and it'll download it. So you just wait, you can click on it and you can see it. Just left click on it once and you'll see it's doing it. It's downloading. So just wait till it finishes, and if it puts a 1 after the name, then I already had it, but if not, then I had never downloaded it. So, because anything you already downloaded, it'll put a 1, and then if you've downloaded it twice, it'll put a 2, another number, 2, 3, so on, how many times you download it. Alright, it's almost finished. And there's several ways you can look at it. You could click show in folder. You could click open file. I normally just ignore this and go down to my file explorer, and you'll see it at the top of the list. So go in file explorer, click on downloads right here, one click, and it's to be the first thing at the top of the list, and that's our download. So then you don't got to go through all that stuff. So click on it. It looks like it's the first time I've downloaded it, apparently. I don't see a 1 on the end of it, so that's good. Now we've left clicked on it to highlight it. Now we're going to right click, and we're going to copy it. Then we're going to go to my documents, my games, FS19, mods, and then we're going to go to Jules Peaceful Valley map. Then we're going to go to maps, and now we're in the maps folder, and this is where you would either, if you don't already have a houses one for a house folder named, then you want to go ahead and make a new folder up here. And you would click on this little button here, it says new folder, or you could right click in this blank area, come down to where it says new, and then scoot the mouse over and highlight all this and go all the way up to this at the top of the list where it says folder, and click that once and it would make a new folder. But I'm not going to make one because I already have a houses folder. But that's how you would make one. Then you would just type in the name houses, just like I have there, and you'd be good to go. Alright, so if you didn't want to do it that way, you just click this right here and it would do one, or you could click Control, Shift, and N at the same time and it would make a new folder. But you're going to want to be clicked on here and not over here, so because it'll put one here. If you're over here, it's going to put one over here. If you're over here and you click, it's going to put it over here. So we're going to click on houses. Alright, I already have some houses stuff in here, but we're not worried about that. We're just gonna add it to the bottom here. And so I'm gonna right click, paste, and it's gonna pop it in there, and this is it here. So I'm gonna left click on it. Well, you didn't have to, it was already highlighted, but if it wasn't highlighted, you would want to highlight the zip folder. That's the one that just popped in here. So we're gonna right click on it after it's highlighted, and we're gonna click extract all. Then we're going to click extract. It's going to go ahead and extract it. Now we're going to close this one. It just showed us everything in there, and we already know we're good. Alright, so now it has opened it here. So this zip file right here became this file that's unzipped. So now we can move this zip file out of this folder or delete it altogether. So in my case, I'm just going to move it to desktop and drop it like that, get it out of my way. Alright, now this one here you're going to double click on, and it's going to open up to all the stuff that was in that package that we downloaded. We have houses, you're going to have whatever they had in it, that's what you got. Farmhouse, tells you the different colors, it's got the shed large plaster, the white one, it just tells you all the different things. They've got quite a bit in here. I didn't realize they had so much in there. That's good. Silo wood brown, silo wood red, silo wood white. So there's a whole slew of stuff you can pick from. Alright, so let me look and see which one I want to pick. I was going to just pick a house. There's a barn. We could do that as well. But for now, I'm going to try to pick a house. I wonder if I should pick the one that says plaster or farmhead. I think I'm going to pick the red one. Farmhouse red. Okay, so this will be the one we're looking for when we import. So now we're ready to go ahead and go to Giants Editor. But this isn't how you get it from another map, but I'm going to show you that as well. But for now, this is just how to get it from a mod or a prefab from the mod hub at the Farming Simulator site. But I'm also going to show you in this video how to get it from another map. So pluck a different house from another map. But for now, we're going to go to Giants Editor. And we're going to go up to you have to obviously open your map in Giants Editor. I've shown that in previous videos, that's why I'm not showing it again. But basically you just go to the maps folder, then you click on the i3D file and click it and load it, and then you come here, hit file, and you're going to hit import, and then you're going to go to the folder maps. You're going to find houses because that's where we were looking. And then we're going to double click on this pack that came in there, and then we're going to look for the red one. So here it is, farmhouse red. So now we're going to click once on that one. It's going to put it in this file name here, and we're going to click open. Now we're going to go to edit, click enter active placement at the bottom of the list one time, and then you're going to pick a spot on the map and click it down. And there you go, put it down. Let me scoot it over because I got a building There's actually a shed here, and one over here, so I'm trying to keep it out of the way. This is just showing you how to do it, so I'm not going to worry about it being any specific spot on the map, because this is not where it's going to end up. Alright, so you can see it here. What you're going to want to do is get closer to the ground, and you're going to use this. You're going to get over a little bit so you can get to that arrow here, if you can see it, and you're going to lower it. You can put it right at the edge there. So go to the steps so you can see that it's touching right on the ground. So see that arrow? Drag it right down till that barely disappears. Usually is a better way to do it. And then you look and make sure everything's in a good spot. But you would want to flatten your ground before you do that. And I've showed that in previous episodes with the replace feature. So it's going to be, you're going to be able to do it from the terrain sculpt mode. So go watch that video if you want to learn that, to get this ground flat so you can place this down. And now that we have it in here, we need to save the game, save the editor. So we're going to go ahead and hit save. Alright, so now that's good to go on that, and if you go in the game it should be there. But what you could do is make a transform group over here to put all the houses in. So we'll do that. Go to create at the top, left click once, and then, or get it to highlight on transform group, and then you click left, and it's going to pop up down here. It says transform. Click on transform and in the scene graph, and then look over to your attributes. If you haven't already opened attributes, you need to click on window and click on attributes, and it'll open this box over here. And you're going to come over here and click in the name area where it says transform, and erase that and write houses. Now I think I may already have done that, but for this tutorial purpose I'll do it again because I can always delete it. Alright, so houses, because I'm going to have more than one house in there. Okay, so you're going to left click in the middle here, and it changed it to houses. So you click back on it and you can see it's houses, and you highlighted it. So now we need to get the farmhouse into the houses folder, or the transform group is what it's called. So you're going to left click on farmhouse, and you can do it. There's a couple ways you can do it, but I'm going to show you this way right now. Click edit, cut, then click on houses, then go back to edit, and then click paste, and now it's in there. Okay, now there's other ways you can do it, but for this purpose that's how I'm going to teach you. I'll teach you that on another, well, I guess I could go ahead and show you. We'll just do it real quick. If you click on something else, in this case I'm going to click on the water, which I'm going to take it back out of the folder after I do it because it's not a house, but I'm just going to show you. You're going to left click on it, then you're going to click your middle mouse scroll wheel, and it's going to pick it up, and you're just going to drag it to the house folder and let go, and it puts it in there. Okay, so now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to click on water because I don't want it there. This time I'm not gonna put it in anything. Hopefully it doesn't highlight, but it should work this way. And then I'm gonna click on the middle mouse scroll wheel, hold it down, and take it to the bottom where it's not highlighting nothing, and let go and see if it works. Yeah, it took it out of it. See, it put it below it, but that doesn't matter because it was its own thing anyway, and I got to put it somewhere else later. So that's one way you can do it. Another way, let me see if it works this way. You could, let me see how to, okay, but that doesn't put it in there. Okay, so we're not going to show you that until another episode, that part. But we got that main part done. So now we're going to go ahead and look in the game to see, we got to save it, and then we'll look in the game to see if it worked. and we'll go ahead and do that. As soon as it saves, you gotta wait. See how it says not responding? Don't click nothing, just wait. It's working. Now we're gonna go in the game, make sure it works. And obviously you would have wanted to paint down your cement or whatever, grass, whatever you wanted down before you put your house down. It makes it a little bit easier. Kind of get this, or you could put the house down and then paint it and then save it and then go in the game and check it. Either way, but since we're not really putting it anywhere right now, I'm just showing you how to get it in there. But you will get to follow along and see me build all over the map. So we're waiting till it's finished. Then we gotta hit start. Now this is a building I was telling you it's in the map. Even though it's not in the editor, it's in here because it's reading it from the XML file. So that's how you get it to work. Then there's a building here. Obviously that was just a show. And then there's the house, look. And then there's another building. We did that building in the last episode. So we're gonna run over to the house and have a look, see how it looks. See if anything. Let's just do what we need to do. Now it may not work because I didn't load it, but I can show you how to do that. Yeah, it don't work. So, but if you just wanted the house and you don't care if you can go in the house, and you're just putting it for a random house around the map, then you really don't have to have it work, to be honest. You don't have to have it do anything but show up, like just for scenery. So, but there is a way. If this one is a one that you can actually open up the doors with, there is a way to do that. And it looks like I'm stuck. Okay, you're gonna let me down? Okay. Just let me off this porch, it'd be nice. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so, and I'm gonna check this just in case it's, alright. None of those are working. I'm gonna go show you this one works. I'll show you this. See, these work. So you can get them to work. I'm going to open this up and show you. Just so you can see. See, so you can get stuff to work in there. But, basically I'm not, I didn't show that on the last episode, so the blue one. So, look at the train in the air. I had it all moved up there, so I haven't started to put everything where I want it yet. Just threw it in the air so I could get it out of my way. Alright, so now we're going to have to go put this to where it will call the information that's needed for us to actually be able to go in here and look, if this is one that you can actually go in and look at. So I haven't looked at this mod before, so I don't know if it is, but we're going to go ahead. I'm going to click placeable just to double check something. And let's click farmhouses just to see. Okay, so that's the only one showing up. And miscellaneous, nothing. Okay, just double checking, making sure. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and close out, and I'll go show you how to look and see what information you need to get that where you can go inside the house. So I'm going to show you that. I was hoping to get a house that you didn't have to do that right now, but that's fine. I'll show you. Alright, so we're going to look down here, right there, on the File Explorer, or File Manager, whatever it's called for you. It's File Explorer for me. So, now we need to look under the one that we chose, which is the farmhouse red, and we need to look at the XML document. We're going to left click on it, then we're going to right click on it and edit with Notepad++. And we're going to have a look at it, and as you can see, the image isn't telling it to go where it needs to go. It needs to go to that folder that I have it in, and it's not doing that. So that's what's got to be changed to get some of it to work. And then you got to come down, and anything else that needs to be changed, you'll have to change it to get it to call that file up for it to display it. Alright, so see, some of these might have to be changed. I'll have to look at them because it's not going to the right spot. That one may be okay, but I have to double check. Let's see. And these might need to be changed, at least maybe the top line, possibly. Let me see the rest of it. But since they have so many different things in this actual, which they may not have it in this. Let me just double check. Door, garage, back. So all of that does have functions. See here, file. So that has to have a path. So we need to put the path for all of these things. Most likely. This as well. Let me look down further. Yeah, because it looks like it has a lot of functions that you can do in that house. So this is a lot you got to change. And like that one. So I'm gonna have to look at it. All right, let's go back up. Let's go back up to the top. Let's start at the top. Alrighty. So we know we need to change this one. So we gotta add. I'm gonna pull it up so I can show you how to do it. Which you can look at my last video and pretty much it's the same process. So, all right. So what I'm gonna do is minimize this a little bit so you can see everything. All right. There we go. Let me trade places. Put this over here. Okay. Alright. Now you see this path? It says, first it starts with our map, which it's already calling from our map on our mods desk, so we don't have to worry about that right this second. We will change it, but just be patient. We're going to change this one first since it's already open. Alright. We're going to have to take it and it needs to say maps, houses, and then this. Okay? And then it'll have this for the XML, which it already has that for the image, DDS image. So let's type it. You have to put it at the image. You put it right behind the word image and right in front of farm, right there. Don't delete anything else. You're gonna write maps. Then you're gonna put a /. You're gonna put a capital H O U S E lowercase to spell, and then houses, make it houses, then /. Then you're going to type FS19 / lowercase f A R M capital P lowercase a C K capital R lowercase e and D, and then you're going to put a /. And now this already has this part. So basically what we just did is we wrote maps, houses, FS19 farm pack red, FS19 farm pack red, and then farmhouse red, DDS, and we don't have to find that here, it's already there. So that one was good. So now we're going to roll down. Here's where you could change the price, different stuff, but you don't want to mess with it unless you know what you're doing. But the price you could change. Some of the other things you may not want to be changing. So we're going to roll down, leave all that the same. All that's still good. You're going to come down to file name. So same thing. We got to go maps, houses, and FS19 farm red pack red, and then that is already written right there, so you don't gotta write that. So we'll do maps. Now what I'm going to try to show you is a little faster way to do it, but it's best if you don't want to mess up to just type it. If you just want to make sure you don't copy and paste the wrong thing. So for this one, I'm going to do farm pack red /. Now we've got that one, and so you have to do the image and the file name. Okay, now the rest of it's good because it's telling all of its information. Now we're going to roll down and just make sure you don't have any typos. Now I have a typo. Anybody see it? It's this S, so you got to fix that, make it a capital. See, now it's good. Has to look exactly like the path. Okay, now scroll on down, find another one, Alright, now this one I may or may not have to actually do. So, what I'm going to do, I think they're pulling it from the main file. I'm not going to do it, and we'll test it in game and see. But if it needs to be done, I can come back and put the same thing, maps, houses, FS19 farm pack red, right in front of this. You just put it right here, just in this spot. You'd get rid of that word. But I'm going to leave it for now just to see, because it's calling from the main game. That's the main base game. This one is, and it may have already have all those things, so it may call them from there and still have the sounds and stuff and the gates moving or whatever. So we'll see. I may have to change it though, but I'll just scroll down. So that might have to be changed as well. All this, yeah. We'll try it just to show you, so then you'll know why if you have a problem, you'll know why. So we'll just roll on down and everything. Alright, we're going to leave all that unless we have to change it, and we'll just show you the difference. Alright, so we're going to hit save. Alright, now always make sure you save or it won't work. Now we do need to look in the mod desk. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to pull that up. You go back to documents, if I can find it, documents, my games, Farming Sim 19, then mods, Jules Peaceful Valley. Now once you get here, you're going to click on the mod desk, left click once, then right click and open it with edit Notepad++. Alright, so now you need the house in this area. You would need to copy one of these lines right here, copy it, because we need another line. Then we're going to put the cursor right in front of store items and hit enter, knock it down for us to give us room to put another line. Then we'll space over till we're lined up with the rest of it. Then we'll right click and click paste. Of course we need to back it up a little because we didn't get it perfect. There we go. Now it's lined up. And now we need to make the same path for what we need. So we know maps is correct. So let's go back up here and go through maps, houses, and then the red pack and that. So now we know what this is the path you need here. So that's always going to be the path once you're ready to put it in here. So we're going to go, it says map, so we don't have to do that one. We do need to change the sheds. You could click on the end of this in front of the / and hold it down and pull it over, but see, it replaces all those sheds. So if I started typing, it's going to replace all of them, and I don't want that. So that's why I don't usually highlight it like that. But so if you do it very carefully, on some of them it won't highlight like that. So I don't know if you have to double click it. Nah, see, so if you double click it, it still does it. So anyway, I would backspace is what I always like to say. So we're going to put houses capital. Make sure when it's a capital, it's a capital. If it has an S on the end, make sure it has that. And in this case, we have FS19 underscore, so we don't got to type that part, but we do have to come down and back all this up to that line. And then we'll type farm, capital PAC, and then capital RED. Alright, and this last line, we'll leave the .xml, we'll back it up, and if you'll look where you were at for the house, farmhouse red is the one we're looking at. It says farmhouse red, and it would be a .xml. So the one with the i3D file and the one, let me move this so you can see. Come on. Alright. When it says the XML right here, just follow it over for the i3D that you chose for your map, and you'd write this out, and then you would put .xml. So we're going to put farmhouse red. So we're going to put it right in front of this dot. We're going to write it just like it says, lowercase farm. Then it's going to be an uppercase H, and then OUSE, and then it says red. I'm just double checking. Yep, red. So you got to write it the exact same way, and then the .xml is correct. So leave that alone. Leave store item alone. All the rest of this is correct. So leave that just as it is. Hit save. Now we're done with that. Now we have another step to check, and that's the default items. So we're going to go back to Jules Peaceful Valley, and you see this. I'll go back further so in case you're confused. Go all the way back to documents. If you needed to get back in there, you go documents, my games, FS19, mods, Jules Peaceful Valley. That's how you're going to get to default items. You're going to left click on it, then right click, edit with Notepad++, and it's going to pull this up. So now we need a line that says item, class name, placeable, has the file name, then it has the map directory, then the spot we need to put, replace, and then we'll have the position we'll have to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy, hold that down. Let me go from the back end. I'll go this way. Pick the very bottom one. I'm going to put it right at the end of it like that. Hold the left mouse button down, drag it all the way over to the beginning, and let go, and then right click on it in the gray area, copy, and then I'm gonna have to go ahead and lower that. So what you could do is drag it over here, put the cursor at the end of this, and hit enter, and it drops that down, this one down to the bottom. So now you're in the spot you want to be, where the cursor is, right lined up with that, and you're going to right click, you're going to click paste. Now it's pasted it. It says it's copied this other line above it, but we don't want it to say that. So now we need to backspace this, click right there in front of it and backspace it. Okay, we're going to have to tab it. When it gets too far over like this, you need to hit tab, and it puts it back. If you tab it again, it puts it too far. If you here, you need to backspace till you're there. Sorry about the dogs barking. But once you've copied and pasted that line in there, you can go ahead and start changing it. And you got to change. You leave this part where it says map directory. You need to change whatever parts you need in this part. So we need maps, so that can stay. We're going to change sheds. We're going to backspace, and we're going to write what we needed. And I'm going to go ahead and go back to it. Go under maps, houses, and then the farm pack. Once you're in here, you click on farmhouse red right there to highlight it so you know the path, because you're going to put the path over here. You already have maps there, so you click houses, write it out how it's spelled, and you already have the underscore, the forward slash, then you have the FS19, you already have that, we don't need that. We already have this. We need to get rid of Welker Shed Pack. Backspace it. We'll put, we already have FS19, so we'll put Farm Pack, capital R, red. Alright, and it's already. Now you click over here in front of the dot on the XML, backspace this, and we're going to title it what it says over there on the left hand side, Farm House Red, and that's good. Now we're going to hit save. We're finished. Everything's there. Make sure it's all there. Hit save. Then you're going to have to scroll down, and we're going to change this position. So we're going to click back on the Giants editor, click on the house, try to get a good click. Well, roll back up to where it says houses and then farmhouse. So we click on farmhouse, and then it highlights the whole thing. You need to make sure you get the right one. Once you do, left click at the end of translate X in the transform group area, right at the end of the numbers. going to hit Shift Control C. It's going to copy all that. You're going to highlight this down here where it's the editor, the Notepad++ edit, and then you're going to come to this position, the last one that you were working on. Left click. You're going to highlight this with your left mouse click and hold it down. Okay, now we got to go back. So it looks a little confusing. I got to let go. There we go. Click it again. Highlight this part. Don't take away the quotation. Right click. Click paste. Now you have your numbers. Hit save. Well, actually you need to check your rotation numbers. So we need this Y rotate. The others are 0. So you're going to right click on it after you highlight it, copy it, go back to the Notepad++, put it right in the middle one, right where that 0 is. Erase that with the backspace, right click right in the middle, hit paste. Now you have it. So you're all good. Now you need to hit save, and you're all finished with that. Now you need to go back in the game, back in the editor, and you're going to delete the house, essentially. In this case, we're going to delete it to see if that's the problem. So usually it can be the problem, so we don't want 2 houses. So we're going to delete it, make sure it's in the right one. So we're going to go ahead and hit delete. Make sure you hit save. I don't know why that popped up. I must have bumped something. Yeah, I have no idea why that popped up. But anyway, now we'll go in the game, check it and see if it worked. Skip all this as quick as possible. It's a new save game. Continue, continue. Jules Peaceful Valley, continue, start. And hopefully the house is there and it works. If not, we forgot something. Alright, run around. There's the house. Let's go see if it lets us in. Can you run up to it? And yep, and it opens up. Go walk around. Open this and try to get in here and open this. And open this side. So as you can see, it works. We'll walk around back, see about this back door, and then open that. So, and this one, and you have a shed and another door. It's a lot of doors. So there you go. That's how you do it. I just wanted to teach you that, and that's how you would troubleshoot it if it didn't work. And you do have to delete the building in the way that I've shown you. There's probably somebody out there that can show you how to put it in placeholders, and then you don't have to necessarily delete it, but in this case you do. So, and if you hit P, go to the placeable thing, the farmhouse, it's going to be in here. You can buy it. Then you can buy it, click details, and see it says only one is allowed per farm, so I can't place the house, but if I owned other areas I could probably place it. If not, I would have to troubleshoot to see why that is. But anyway, so we're going to click out of that, click back, and we're going to end the episode here. But as you can see, you can access all the doors. I think there's one upstairs, to be quite honest, if it'll let me get up there. And see if it'll let me. Yeah, and you can open these. Now I'm stuck. That's the only thing about opening them. You got to make sure you're not in the path. Alright, and there you go. Probably can open these. See, they all work. Wouldn't be surprised if you could open that. But we'll end it here. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. I will have to show you how to export from a map and then import into your map on the next episode, because this episode got a little bit too long, so I'm not gonna make it longer by doing that part. Even though I said I was going to do it, I'll do it on the next episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like button, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Catch you on the next one. Goodbye, everybody.